Hey there folks, welcome back to the channel. Today we're tackling a cornerstone of financial wisdom, the emergency fund. That's right, we're talking about your financial safety net, the thing that stands between you and the debt spiral when life throws you a curveball. Now I know what you might be thinking, Dave. I'm barely making ends meet as it is. How am I supposed to save for an emergency? Listen, I get it. Times are tough, and saving money can feel impossible. But let me tell you something. An emergency fund is not a luxury, it's a necessity. It's about taking control of your finances and securing your future. Stick with me, and you'll be well on your way to financial peace of mind. Let's talk about stress for a minute. You know that feeling in the pit of your stomach when the car breaks down, or the water heater springs a leak, and you're staring down the barrel of a hefty repair bill. Now imagine facing those situations with a few $1,000s in the bank, money specifically set aside for emergencies. How different would that feel? That, my friends, is the power of an emergency fund. It's not just about having money, it's about having peace of mind. It's about knowing that you can handle whatever life throws your way without going into debt, without panicking, without losing sleep. I've seen it time and time again. Folks who have an emergency fund weather financial storms with more grace and resilience. They're not as stressed, they make better decisions, and they come out on top. You might get a little wet around the edges, but you're not going to drown. Start building your emergency fund today and experience the life-changing power of financial security. Let's be real, folks. Debt is a dangerous game. It's like quicksand for your finances, sucking you in deeper and deeper. And the worst part? It often starts with an unexpected expense. You know the drill. The car breaks down, the medical bills pile up, and suddenly you're reaching for the credit card or, heaven forbid, those predatory payday loans. It's a slippery slope, my friends, and it can take years, even decades, to climb out of that hole. But here's the good news. An emergency fund is your secret weapon against debt. It's like having a financial shield, deflecting those unexpected expenses and preventing you from falling into the debt trap. An emergency fund saves you money, plain and simple. Build that emergency fund and keep your hard-earned money where it belongs, in your pocket, not lining the pockets of lenders. We all have dreams, folks. Maybe it's buying your dream home, retiring early, or leaving a legacy for your children. Whatever your goals, saving money is crucial. But what happens when an emergency pops up and derails your savings plan? That's where your trusty emergency fund comes in, acting as a buffer between unexpected expenses and your long-term savings goals. It's like having a financial bodyguard, protecting your dreams from the punches life throws your way. Imagine this. You've been diligently saving for a down payment on your dream home, and then, bam, the refrigerator goes kaput. Without an emergency fund, you'd be forced to dip into your down payment savings, setting you back months, maybe even years. But with an emergency fund, you can handle that unexpected expense without touching your hard-earned savings. You stay on track, reach your goals faster, and keep those dreams alive. Build that emergency fund and safeguard your financial future. Let's face it, folks, emergencies are stressful. It's like your brain goes into overdrive, and making rational decisions feels impossible. And when you're worried about money, well, that just amplifies the stress tenfold. But here's the thing. Having an emergency fund doesn't just ease the financial burden, it empowers you to make clearer, more level-headed decisions during challenging times. Think about it. If you lose your job and have a financial cushion to fall back on, you're more likely to take your time, explore your options, and find a new job that aligns with your goals and values. On the other hand, if you're facing unemployment with no savings, you might feel pressured to take the first job that comes along, even if it's a terrible fit, just to make ends meet. An emergency fund buys you time, and time equals options. So, ditch the panic and embrace the power of clear thinking. Build that emergency fund and equip yourself to make the best decisions for your future, no matter what life throws your way. All right, folks, let's talk numbers. How much should you actually have in your emergency fund? Well, the answer is different for everyone, but a good rule of thumb is to aim for 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses. Now, I know that might sound like a lot, especially when you're just starting out. But remember, this is your financial safety net, your peace of mind we're talking about. Start by figuring out your essential monthly expenses, rent or mortgage, utilities, groceries, transportation, and any debt payments. Once you have that number, multiply it by 3 to 6, and that's your emergency fund goal. Now, don't let that number intimidate you. The key is to start small and be consistent. Even if you can only swing $50 or $100 a month right now, that's progress. All right, folks, it's time to talk about everyone's favorite topic, budgeting. I know, the B word can make people break out in a cold sweat, but trust me on this one. A budget is not about deprivation, it's about empowerment. It's about taking control of your money and telling it where to go, instead of the other way around. It's about identifying areas where you can cut back and free up cash flow to build that emergency fund faster. Start by tracking your spending for a month. You can do it the old-fashioned way with a pen and paper, or use a budgeting app. The goal is to see where your money is actually going. Once you have a clear picture of your spending habits, you can start making adjustments. Remember, every dollar you save is a dollar closer to your emergency fund goal and a step towards financial freedom. Set it and forget it. Automate your savings. We're creatures of habit, folks, and sometimes the best way to save money is to make it automatic. Out of sight, out of mind, right? That's where the magic of automation comes in. Set up an automatic transfer from your checking account to your emergency fund each month, just like paying a bill. Choose a day shortly after you get paid, so the money is transferred before you have a chance to spend it. Trust me, you'll be amazed at how quickly your emergency fund grows when you automate your savings. Set up that automatic transfer today and watch your financial security grow effortlessly. Found Money Fiesta. Using Windfalls wisely. Let's talk about those unexpected financial gifts. Tax refunds, work bonuses, maybe even an inheritance from your long-lost Uncle Harry. These windfalls can feel like winning the lottery. But before you go on a spending spree, remember your trusty emergency fund. Windfalls are a fantastic opportunity to boost your emergency fund and reach your savings goals faster. Instead of blowing that bonus on a fancy vacation or a new gadget, consider putting a significant chunk of it towards your financial security. Think of it this way, you're not just saving money, you're investing in your peace of mind. So next time you receive a financial windfall, resist the urge to splurge. Celebrate responsibly by directing a portion of that money towards your emergency fund. Pick your financial weapon. Choosing the right account. Now that we've covered the why and the how much of emergency funds, let's talk about the where. Where should you keep your emergency fund? You want an account that's easily accessible in a pinch but still earns a decent interest rate. That's why I recommend a high-yield savings account. These accounts typically offer higher interest rates than traditional savings accounts, so your money grows faster. Plus, they're FDIC insured, so your money is safe and sound. Avoid the temptation to invest your emergency fund in the stock market or other volatile investments. A high-yield savings account strikes that perfect balance between accessibility and growth. Stay the course, the importance of discipline. Congratulations, folks, you've built your emergency fund. You're officially a financial rock star. But the journey doesn't end there. Now comes the real test. Maintaining your emergency fund and using it wisely. Remember, this money is for genuine emergencies, not for impulse purchases or treat-yourself moments. Define what constitutes a true emergency: job loss, medical bills, major car repairs, things of that nature. And once you've used your emergency fund, make it a priority to replenish it as quickly as possible. It takes discipline to resist the temptation to dip into your emergency fund for non-emergencies. But trust me, the peace of mind it provides is priceless. Stay disciplined, use your emergency fund wisely, and enjoy the financial security you've worked so hard to achieve. Building an emergency fund requires dedication and discipline, but the peace of mind and financial security it provides are invaluable. It's about taking control of your finances, facing the unexpected with confidence, and building a brighter future for yourself and your family. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more tips on managing your finances and living a debt-free life. Stay financially savvy, and we'll see you in the next video.